Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to figure out what is actually going on inside this place. Because from the outside, it just looks like an empty building. But the second I got in, it was clear something was seriously wrong. Every time the elevator opened, it led to a completely different floor. Different hallways, different rooms, different notes left behind like someone had already been here before me. And the deeper I went, the less it felt like I was exploring. And the more it felt like this place was slowly trying to pull me in. So in this video, we're going to keep going floor by floor and figure out what this place actually is, and why it feels like nobody who came here before ever really
Something
made it out.
about that place
Then
felt
lesbian.
wrong the second we stepped inside. We found the elevator almost immediately, and from that point on, the whole clip turns into us moving floor by floor through a building that doesn't feel normal at all. The first level is covered in red light, with long, empty hallways and rooms that look clean but completely dead, like people should be there, but aren't. We start checking the area, moving through the corridors, and it already feels off because every room is too quiet, too empty, and too still. Then we come across one of those code panels, the kind that has to be scrambled into the right pattern before we can keep going. And that's the first sign that this place isn't just abandoned, it's built like a maze, with locked sections and different floors waiting underneath. Once the elevator starts taking us deeper, every new level feels like a different part of the same nightmare. One floor looks like a huge abandoned store, with shelves and open aisles stretching out into the dark. Another floor switches into blank white hallways and plain tiled rooms where everything looks almost identical, like the building is designed to make you lose your sense of direction. The notes start showing up too, small white messages left behind like somebody was here before us and knew exactly how bad this place was. The first warning we get is simple: don't go below. And that line changes the whole feeling of the clip, because now it's obvious someone has already gone deeper than this and left a warning for whoever came next. We keep going anyway. The elevator opens onto more floors, and every single one feels wrong in a different way. Some rooms are bright and almost sterile, but that just makes them creepier because they feel fake, like they're pretending to be safe. Other sections are darker and tighter, with long, narrow corridors and corners that disappear into shadow. At one point, we step into a room and catch something hanging from the ceiling in the flashlight beam. A body hanging upside down, completely still, just suspended above the room like it was left there on purpose. That's the moment the whole building stops feeling mysterious and starts feeling openly hostile. Up until then, it's creepy. After that, it feels like the place is trying to tell us exactly what happens to people who keep going lower. The deeper floors keep getting stranger. There's a long red corridor that pulls you forward with this heavy glow at the far end. Then a weird blue room with fake grass on the ground, a small staircase and a vent in the wall. The kind of room that makes absolutely no sense inside a building like this. It feels like every floor belongs to a completely different place. One looks like a store, one looks like an office, one looks like a hospital corridor, and another feels almost like a playroom. None of it connects in a normal way, but the elevator keeps stitching it all together and forcing us deeper. The notes get worse too. One says, "Don't get lost." Another says, "There's no exit in here." And those don't feel like random creepy messages. They feel like the remains of someone else's failed attempt to get out. Every warning makes it sound like somebody was already moving through these same floors, leaving messages behind because that was the only thing they could still do. Later, when we reach another darker section with red carpet and scattered papers, the next warning is even more direct. Don't go. It gets worse before it gets better. By that point, it doesn't sound like a threat anymore. It sounds desperate, like whoever wrote it had already seen what was waiting below and was trying one last time to stop the next person from making the same mistake. And that's really what the whole first part feels like. Not just exploring a creepy building, but following a trail left behind by someone who went down floor by floor before us and never made it back out. Every elevator ride leads to another strange level, another code panel, another warning, another sign that this place gets worse the lower you go. By the end of the first part, the building doesn't feel random anymore. It feels planned, like every floor is there to push us one step deeper, while the only thing left behind by the people before us are these little white notes telling us to stop, even though by then, it already feels too late. Now it's clear this building isn't just a few creepy rooms stacked on top of each other. Every level feels like a completely separate section, almost like each floor belongs to a different place, and somehow all of them have been forced into the same structure. We keep moving anyway, checking every hallway, every room, every open corner, trying to figure out how far this place actually goes and what's waiting at the bottom of it. At this point, the clip stops feeling like simple exploration and starts feeling more like a descent. Every time the elevator doors open, there's this brief second where it feels like maybe the next floor will finally make sense, and then it doesn't. It's just another strange section with another layout that doesn't match the one before it. Some rooms are wide and open, others feel tighter and more boxed in, and none of them really connect in a normal way. It's like the building keeps changing its shape around us, floor by floor, making it harder to tell whether we're actually moving forward or just being pulled deeper into the same trap. The atmosphere is what really carries this whole part. Nothing needs to jump out every few seconds because the silence is already doing enough on its own. Every room feels hollow, not empty in a normal way, but drained, like whatever life used to be there was stripped out a long time ago. And all that's left is the layout, the furniture, the shelves, the walls, and this heavy stillness sitting over everything. Some areas almost look normal for a second, and that's what makes them worse. A plain hallway, a room with shelves, a section that looks unfinished, another that almost feels industrial. None of it looks extreme on its own, but together it creates this feeling that the building was made to confuse anyone trying to understand it. And that's really the pattern through the whole second clip. We step out, search the floor, move through another set of rooms, then get pulled back toward the elevator so it can throw us somewhere else entirely. One floor feels stripped down and unfinished, another looks like a dead office section, another feels almost like a storage area. The layouts keep shifting, but the mood never changes. Every floor has the same silence, the same dead feeling, the same sense that we shouldn't still be going lower, and yet somehow we are. The notes and signs left behind make all of that hit even harder. They don't feel like decoration anymore. They feel like evidence that someone else was already down here, already moving through these same floors, already trying to understand what this place was before they disappeared into it. Every message feels like part of a trail left by somebody who got deeper than they should have and realized too late that there wasn't a safe way back. That's what gives this whole clip its weight. It's not just that the building is creepy, it's that every warning makes it feel like we're repeating somebody else's mistake. What makes this part work so well is that it never really gives us relief. Even when nothing huge is happening on screen, the tension stays there because the building never lets itself feel safe. We keep checking corners, walking into new rooms, following the only path forward, and every floor somehow manages to feel both different and exactly the same at once. Different layout, same silence. Different rooms, same emptiness. Different floor, same feeling that something is wrong here and we're already too deep to turn around. The deeper the clip goes, the more the building starts to feel deliberate. Not random, not messy, but planned. Like every floor was placed there to keep us moving, to keep us curious enough to step out of the elevator one more time. It never gives a full answer, only more pieces. Another room, another corridor, another section that feels like it belongs to a completely different place. That's what makes the second part heavier than the first. By now, it doesn't feel like we're discovering the building. It feels like the building is choosing what it wants us to see, one floor at a time. And by the end, that feeling is what really stays with me. Not one single room, not one single scare, but the idea that this place just keeps going, floor after floor, with no real sign that it ever ends. When the screen finally cuts to black and the end shows up,